Hi everyone, it's Florence here checking in on Tuesdays. From Tuesdays moving forward, we'll be doing Tuesday testimonies with the Rawandrugged team. So today I will be sharing my testimony that I hold close to my heart. And it's something that I just wanted to share with you guys and more so speak to our next generation coming up. So I come from a background where I didn't have great family support, nor did I have the best upbringing. And at the age of 17, I was faced with one of the hardest trials and challenges that I probably have ever experienced and can really remember. And so I just want to share this with you guys. So at the age of 17, I was kicked out of home, not self-inflicted. I wasn't an unbehaved teenager, just due to other reasons. So during that season, I had to find myself a home and try finish school. I did go through a phase where I kind of chose the easy way out, and not knowing any better at that age, I turned to just skipping school. I was drinking. I didn't really have the best support around me, and that was purely because I didn't reach out for help. So I was lost for a certain time, but then there came a time I was still connected with my dance crew, but I didn't really let them know what was going on. So I was kind of facing the challenge alone for some time. And then eventually my leader, Bridget, found out about everything that I was going through. And one day she reached out to me. She got me back to school and she just talked some wisdom and some encouragement into me that then made the decision for me to get myself back into school and just get on the right path. So at that point I had to find a house to live in, a job to be able to afford rent, and just to also make a goal to finish school, because I didn't want that current season to contradict my future. I didn't want to go into a future of no knowledge, of no schooling, and of just dwelling in my loss, I guess. So with having Bridget there, she helped me re-enroll myself into a new school, to helped me put together a resume. I was on Centrelink, so I was on very minimal money until I was able to find a job. At that same time, I made it a goal for myself to finish school, and during that process I was able to also share my testimony that I'm sharing with you guys now through our Wakakiri performance. And I didn't really understand the impact of my story until I was able to actually share that story with other secondary schools, and through that we won the Best Story Award for that year. And during that year as well, I was sponsored by a family that comes from the same background as myself, to be able to go compete in America, which is something that's quite crazy, thinking that, you know, it doesn't happen every day where a 17-year-old who has very minimal income is trying to complete school, paying rent, eating bare minimal 2-minute noodles because that's all I could really afford at that time, would be able to get an opportunity like that. So I really believe that God was working through that season for me. And looking back at it now, I totally trust that God put me in that position for a reason. He didn't make me face challenges that he knew I couldn't overcome. So through all of that, I actually managed to finish year 12, which was one of my greatest achievements, considering the circumstances. I currently now, I'm leading our outreach team for Rawandrugged, which is just making sure that I'm looking out for other people and making sure that, you know, we not only we're not just present, we're actually present, and we're aware of our surroundings and making sure that everyone's okay. I'm also helping out with the Rising Queens team, which is embracing other women and giving them the confidence that they need to be able to just feel free and beautiful again. So that's me coming out on the bright side. So I just wanted to, I guess, pass on to everyone else who is watching this video that if you are in a challenging time, to make sure you connect yourself with the right people, to make sure that you're not ashamed to ask for help. if you can, lean into God. If not, just lean into people who will invest into you, will bring out the best in you. And if you want as well, don't ever feel ashamed to message me if you want to find out more about my story. I'm so open to sharing it with you. I know I didn't go into too much depth with it in this video, but I do definitely encourage that you just trust the process and everything that you were going through. Just know that there is a light at the end of the tunnel, as cliche as it sounds. I'm so grateful for everything that I went through, because it's really molded me into the person I am today. And I just praise God for just surrounding me with the right people and making sure that I was able to share this story with you guys now, so that can reach out to more people, inspire our younger generation. So yeah, if you ever see anyone who doesn't look the best, probably hit them up, make sure they're okay, and just be the best person you can be, not for yourself but for others as well. And just do your best to play your part in seeing other people through and just listening to them and hearing their story, because you don't know sometimes. But yeah, thank you for listening. Stay blessed.